105 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Eckler again, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Chargers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds Roberts left side. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. He'll get it inside the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Josh Palmer, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McCann, up and good. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on second down, Nance. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He gets it to Thomas. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Good throw there to start the second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Nance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Loose inside the 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to throw. Nance. Touchdown! Alec Ingold. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get a bit closer. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once more, here's Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On first down, Justin Herbert. And his pass incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Herbert operating from the red zone, rolling to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against him a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler from 3 yards out. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Josh Palmer as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Touchdown! Mike Williams with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on third and long. Nance. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down, Nance. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 4th down, Nance. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick strike to Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To the air again, Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Herbert off of play action. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Eckler with another catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Now, despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Nance. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nance. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nance. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now. And all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 10-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Throwing on 1st down. Nance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nance. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And can you believe it? He misses another one. His 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the fumble recovery, Nance, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, Nance. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Olave. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
Chargers 49, Saints 25.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Happy faces heading into the tunnel as